Conversations that we would have before the start of an episode was just really, really deep. And there was a lot of feeling to each subject matter that you had on your podcast. So I'm wondering, I know they're all your children. You can't really pick one. Do you have one in mind that you think would be a good introduction to your pod?
I think a good introduction is what I believe the title is. I don't know offhand. What makes a philosopher? I think it's in the 50s. I did that with my friend Kenny. And we actually talked about all the quirks. And we also talked about why philosophers are not liked all that much and why they always look like they're staring into the abyss.
Right. When you say 50s, you mean episode 50?
Yeah.
Because you have like 170, right?
Yeah, 100 and just recorded the 176th. And I'm a few episodes behind on the uploads, but that will be coming out soon.
We understand that, right, Nacho? Dude, we've known each other for a while. You know what's weird is we first became friends randomly off Craigslist.
Yeah.
Right before the pandemic. Right?
Yeah, I remember I took out an ad in Craigslist just looking to talk to people. And you were, I think I took like 3 waves of that and you were on the first wave. And this is literally, a few months into the pandemic. People think the world is ending.
So it did start. The pandemic did start. Honestly, my sense of time with the pandemic is like, it's Mandela effect after Mandela effect. So did it begin?
I break the pandemic into 2 parts, the pre-vaccine and the post-vaccine.
Right.
And we actually met in person pre-vaccine.
Right.
So people were just scared at this time. They were people were wearing masks, they were wearing gloves, and I just took out this ad on Craigslist, and you were like, your enthusiasm just immediately got to me. You were like, let's do this in person. And I was like, what? It's like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. And I I drove all the way down to Brooklyn from Queens. And sure enough, you had hand sanitizer and we did it. And,
and that was in my old $1,600 2-bedroom in Bushwick.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I get rid of that? It was so stupid.
And we had like sound issues and everything.
Oh, it was awful. Yeah, because we were surrounded by stone, so it was reverb after reverb. It was just problem after problem, but it was such a great conversation. Do you remember what we talked about?
It was so great. Why don't you remember?
I think it was, I think we talked about, it was the scientist.
We talked about entitlement, I think.
No, that was episode 2.
Oh, really? I think you're episode 9. I think I have to look at my phone. I think you were episode 9, and we're talking about what are people entitled to or something along those lines.
Oh, maybe I thought we started with Nikola Tesla. We've covered a lot of subjects. So,
yeah.
The entitlement, that's starting to ring some bells. Yeah.